Shalom, this is Rabbi Barry Gelman, and I'm happy to bring you this pre-Rosh Hashana greeting. You know, I've been in the habit of writing a letter to the entire congregation and delivering it via email before Rosh Hashana. This year I decided to do something a little bit different and do it with a video. First, I want to take this opportunity to wish everyone a Shana Tova. May it be a good and sweet and healthy year for all of us. I'd like to share a brief thought with you related to Rosh Hashana. Many of us are under the impression that when it comes to making an impact, it is only the big heroic deeds that really matter. You know, on Rosh Hashana, on the second day, we read the story of Akedat Yitzchak, the binding of Isaac, where Abraham takes the great leap of faith and is willing to offer up his son Isaac as a sacrifice. And it's those type of heroic events in Jewish history that perhaps make us understand that it's only the big heroic moments that matter. But I think Judaism teaches something different. We have this idea in halakha, in Jewish law. Many of us are aware of the fact that even a small crumb of chametz can render a large pot of Passover food inappropriate for Passover consumption. Just the tiniest crumb could have that big of an impact. Rabbi Soloveitchik wanted to convert that idea to other areas of Jewish life. He reminds us that according to the Talmud, the many miracles that occurred to the Jewish people while they were walking through the desert happened not because Abraham was willing to offer up his son Isaac, but rather because Abraham had an open tent and was willing to invite guests into his tent and treat them kindly and with compassion. The simple act of Hachnasat Orchim merited the Jewish people all those miracles in the desert. And the rabbis of the Midrash teach us that when God was about to destroy the temple, Abraham and Jacob and Moses himself approached God and begged him and pleaded that he not destroy the temple. And he would hear nothing of it. Eventually Rachel came and she begged for mercy, and God listened and heeded her prayer. Well, what was it about Rachel? Well, the answer is that Rachel gave the special password to Leah so that she would not be embarrassed when she was taking Rachel's place to marry Jacob. How long do you think that encounter took between Rachel and Leah? Just a few seconds, but that was the event that caused God to pause and have mercy on the Jewish people even as he was going to destroy the temple. And so there we have it. We have this idea that small acts can have a profound impact. So let's think about that this Rosh Hashana and Yom Kippur season. Let's think about small things that we can do. Maybe we could attend shul just a little more often. Maybe we could attend a few more Torah classes over the course of the year. Maybe we could participate as a volunteer in shul activities a little bit more often than we have in the past. Or maybe we will have an extra kind word or gesture for our spouse, for a family member, for a parent, for a coworker. It's not the great events that our tradition tells us that are all important. It's consistency. Consistency in doing small acts of kindness. And these acts of kindness may go unnoticed. No one may know you did them other than you and the person you directly interacted with. But those, our rabbis teach us, are the events, are the acts that have a real impact on God. And so I wish everyone a year of small acts, of small mitzvot, of small acts of kindness, small chesed done from one family member to another, from one community member to another. It's one of the strengths of our congregation, and we should build on it. Let's make this a year of steady and consistent improvement, one step at a time. Gabi and I and all of our children wish our entire congregation a Shana Tova, a good and sweet new year. Speaking of new, let me introduce you to the newest Gelman. This is Amichai Shalom, and he is really looking forward to celebrating his first Rosh Hashana with his extended UOS family. So he and I both wish you all a Shana Tova, and we'll see you in shul.